I'm Pepito. I'm the dog that produces the show, and now it is live, and I'm a dog.
Susie said, "I'm ready for the hot rocking return of News Dad Daddy Daddy."
We're live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's news it. I'm Pepito.
Ooh, we're back. Hello, everybody. Good to see ya. Oh my gosh. What a start. Psychor, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a beautiful stream. I'm back. There's a hype train going. Storming the studio, perfect. It's been too empty and non-existent for too long, but now we're fully back to existing. Lady, all the tricks, thank you so much for the 23 months. How are the cats doing? Good, I think. I was gone for a week, but Kendall was here with them for most of last week and only gone for the weekend. So I think they're progressing. They're still terrified of most people, but occasionally they will let us pet them now, which is exciting. We also have a hype train going, who we'll see if they survive past another minute. But Archangel, thank you so much for the 30 months. Sidetrix, thank you for the 30 months as well. John Michael, 28 nasty months. Does Pepito know what kind of dog breed he is? Pepito, is that the kind of thing you know?
I think I'm the dog type dog breed.
You look really bright today.
What do you mean?
That doesn't seem quite right. Maybe we can fix that for him.
I feel less bright now.
Am I going gray on the sides? It's looking good. Okay. I've been going gray on the sides for like 3 years. I think when I get it shorter though, I can't tell if it's more or less obvious when it's short. I guess because I was blonde for a while, maybe it was harder to notice. But since before I went blonde, I've been going gray on the sides. I started going gray on the sides around, we'll call it the middle of my 30s. Yeah, maybe if I turn into Reed Richards, I'll finally have all of the incredibly intelligent, incisive news coverage I know you've all been waiting for. What the heck? This hype train's just not dying? That's shocking. I guess we have no choice but to check in with the hype train. If he's just gonna keep storming around like this. Oh wait, speaking of, that means I have to set the hype train up. Sorry, I mean I have to open the scrying portal to hell. I hope everyone had a great last week. I'm assuming, like usual, while I was gone, no news happens if I'm not here. So I'll just keep assuming that's accurate. Okay. Is there a hype train available today? Hype train. Are you in fact there?
Well. If it isn't the guy who pissed himself to death.
Okay. I was in Lake Tahoe, actually, in case anyone in chat is wondering.
Probably pissing. Tell you're dead.
Well, I'm currently here, so I'm back from Lake Tahoe.
Where you pissed to death. Give me a piss beat.
Come on, you sing about piss.
Actually, I only rap.
You rap about piss too much. Do you really need a piss type beat?
Find out if there's a piss type beat.
That's alright. We're just back. We're already just yelling about piss. Yeah, there's a piss type beat. Of course, there's a piss type beat. I don't know what makes it a piss type beat. I guess this is piss though. this what you wanted, Hype Train?
This is exactly what I crave. Piss type beat, making me feel like yeet.
What?
Piss type beat, making me piss in the sheets. Yeet.
Why is Yeet like piss?
Because when you piss, you get so damn hype. You filling up your diaper just about every night. But it feels so right that you pop that diaper right off.
You know, it wasn't that long of a piss type beat. But what if I told you, Hype Train, that there's a whole piss type beat mix? I don't know what makes this a particular piss type beat, but check it out, chat. It really is it's a mix piss type beat. Oh wait, look at this one. I mean, I gotta keep clicking on stuff.
Piss type beat. Piss type beat.
This one hurts.
Woo! Yes! This is exactly the piss type beat I requested, and it's pissing with the best of the piss kids. I love to piss on this beat. I love the feel of it going in the bowl. Pissing all over my nasty piss soul. Pissing cause the Hype Train's on a permanent roll. I love the piss. I love the piss!
What the fuck was that, Hype Train?
I got too hyped about the piss type beat, and it fucked with reality. Oh!
Can you just thank the subs? Is that possible?
Give me a longer piss type beat, and maybe I can... Yeah, maybe I can thank some people, I guess. Oh, you're back to the piss type mix?
There's only so many piss type beats on YouTube, Hype Train.
That's where you're wrong. Then YouTube was founded in the year 1872. They had one goal, one simple dream. All they had were a couple computers, and the year was 1872, so they weren't very fast. But they still had one simple dream. Do you know what the dream was, Case?
Piss?
That's correct, really lucky guess. Their dream was to piss forever. They knew if they strapped all the 1872 computers together that they could make the world filled with piss. And they followed that dream in their bliss, and every day we add a little bit more piss to the world. Yeah, girl, more piss in the world. Every day that we're on YouTube or Twitch or anything on the internet, we fill it up with piss, and it gets better every day. Every day is better, better, better yet. And I got some people to thank for making every day just a little bit more piss filled for us all. I'm out here hydrating, having a ball. And I'm also pissing out of my balls because piss comes from the balls.
That is not correct.
Piss comes from the balls. The balls are where you store your piss. Quantum Tunneler 910 gets that. He knows that the balls store all the piss. You know who gets that, Case?
Nobody else gets it because it's not right, Hype Train.
Also understanding the scientific fact for more than 10 days is Skymer with the gifted sub who understands what I am saying. S1000 giving all that piss one big pound in for 31 months. They have understand the scientific principle that piss comes from the balls, man. John Michael with the 28 months, and you know they don't front cause they piss from their balls. Sidetricks also pisses from their balls. 30 months they've been pissing from their balls. Lady all the tricks. Ladies also piss from their balls. Simple facts from a Hype Train who loves YouTube. Waco's art, 33 months, filling up the art world with piss while they piss from the balls. Because piss comes from the balls, yeah! Believe Believe in yourself.
Everybody says that on this stream.
Believe in your balls, cause they're full of piss, and they have to let that piss out every 20 minutes. Everybody pisses from their balls.
If you're pissing every 20 minutes, that's a problem, Hype Train.
Maybe for you, but not for me, and not for Timmy the Brain. For 24 months, they've been pissing 20 balls. 20 months of pissing out of their balls. You know what?
What?
They've been pissing out of their balls for 20 months, Case.
Can you stop implying that all of my viewers piss from their balls?
Believe in yourself! The mighty odds with 100 bits. You know where you could store those 100 bits?
Your balls?
Wrong. The balls are only for your piss. Believe, believe, believe. I thought it was done. I thought the song was done. There's a bit more though. Yeah. Believe in yourself. Oh, it finished really suddenly.
The pee is stored in the balls. It's in the balls?
Everybody gets it now! That's what I'm here for, to help. So, did I do a good job?
Nope.
Yeah, like you'd know.
Well, anyway, sorry, chat. Piss is not stored in the balls.
You fucking liar!
Okay. But thank you so much for the subs and bits. Pee is stored upside down in the balls.
Well, now we're getting into the advanced ball piss theory. Which I don't even have time to get into the ways it's stored in the balls. Unless, of course, there's more beat.
Hype Train, you're gonna die in less than 90 seconds.
And that's where you're wrong. Have you ever seen a painting by the artist MC Escher?
Yes.
Well, piss is stored in the balls in a way similar to those paintings.
How so?
Paint. The balls are full of paint piss. Piss is painted into the balls by the ghosts of various great artists.
What?
The fact of the matter is piss is stored in the balls through the power of art. The ghosts of great artists such as Mozart.
What?
And Picasso and others. Their spirits are summoned from the grave, and once they are on Earth, they only have one goal. And that's to paint some piss into your balls, so that it can be stored there.
I'm not even gonna ask questions, Hype Train, because this makes so little sense.
You don't have to understand the God's plan. The plan of the gods was to make great art so that ghosts who make great art could return. And once they're on Earth, they only have one dream, and that is to fill up your balls with piss art.
Yeah, is it art piss or is it human piss?
Human piss is art piss, Case. You just had your first breakthrough.
I'm not cutting back to you. Pepito, just don't cut back to him.
Sorry, you have no choice.
What?
You can't stop me. Should I keep going?
No!
Anyway! Also, there's various containers in the balls. Would you like me to list them?
I really would prefer that you didn't.
The first container is Tupperware, but it's minuscule in a cosmic sense. But it still can be condensed, and the piss in the Tupperware is highly condensed. Also, there are mouths in the balls of hungry people who love piss. Various spirits that fed on piss in life also live in your balls, and they store some of the piss as well. And those are the only two storage mechanisms.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, I have some more people to thank.
Could you please do that instead?
Exterminator with the 33 months. Hype trace, piss in my veins. Well, actually, piss is stored in your balls, which only has a few veins. Just kidding about there only being two ways that it's stored. Piss is also stored in the veins of the balls. So there's 3 ways. I was just testing you.
How are you still alive for 2.5 minutes?
Because I'm telling people important stuff. I thought this was a news network case. La 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 la.
Thanks, Tasty. I'm glad that we're all learning together.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the balls.
Well, Sabrici at least understands science.
Yeah. Yeah, now we all do. Card King, thank you so much for the community sub. And also for the other community sub. That's actually 2 community subs.
I'd just like to point out that you argued that the ghosts of artists paint piss into your balls.
Yeah, that they store in Tupperware and mouths. The Mighty Oz, thank you for the 100 bits. And also, Skymer, thank you so much for giving a sub to Piss is Stored in the Balls.
Its piss is stored in the balls.
I read it as Piss is Stored in the Balls.
Well, you're singing about how piss is stored in the balls, so what do you think it is, Hype Train?
I thought you were on vacation, man. Why'd you come back so stressed?
Because you're being... This is not useful information you're providing.
I guess I just won't keep singing about piss being in the balls then.
Also, earlier you said you don't sing, you rap.
Yeah, so imagine how important this is to me that I'm actually singing about it, Case.
Yeah, you don't have to keep singing about this.
Actually, I rap.
Oh. Ooh. I'm not mad.
Anyway, how was Lake Tahoe?
Now you care about how Lake Tahoe was?
Yeah, whatever. I don't actually care.
Yeah, I figured.
You mad, bro? You mad?
I'm cool as a cucumber.
That's a stupid thing to say.
Well, no, it's not. It's a normal thing. It's a very common turn of phrase.
You know, it's actually based on a racist saying.
Cool as a cucumber? How so?
I'm not here to teach you that.
What is that? Okay, fine. What is the origin of cool as a cucumber? I bet it's not related to something racial. I hope. If you want everybody to learn, Hype Train, the idiom, and this is from an AI overview, so you know it has to be right. The idiom cool as a cucumber originated in the 18th century, appearing in British poet John Gray's 1732 poem, New Song on New Smiles. The phrase is used to describe someone who is calm, relaxed, and composed. Me, essentially, Hype Train.
You seem stressed out. New song, new smiles.
Calm, relaxed. No, that's not part of it, Psychor.
Racist as hell that you use that saying, Case.
You know what? Let's look up the poem then. I bet it's fine. Is this made up? Did this AI overview make this up? No? Okay, there's other people saying this is the case. New song on new smiles. Can you read this, Hype Train? Can you do me a favor and actually read something for once instead of just yelling about piss and dicks?
Actually, it was balls, Case. Get it together. Give me another piss type beat to sing this over. This is a sad type beat. It's called Alone.
It's on the playlist piss type beats though, just so you know, chat. It's still a piss type beat.
And we knew that. We've been knowing that. Even when we're alone, man, the power of poem, man, will get us through. Damn. Get ready for this, a new song of New Smiles by John Gay. My passion is a mustard strong. I sit all sober sad. Drunk as a piper all day long. Or like a March hare mad.
You know, he's not making this up. Is this really the poem? Is this really it? Wait, I gotta make sure I didn't click on the wrong poem. Because that seems like it can't be the poem. I don't like the word poem. Every time I say it more than a few times on stream, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. That can't be what it was. Well, also, why can't I find this on any other website? New song, New Smiles by John Gay. It has to be better written than that, right? What the fuck? Dude, this is a secret. This is secret art that I'm not allowed to find. I swear to God, Chad, I can't find this. You're right, I might cause the hype train to die if I'm not careful. New song on New Smiles. I'm opening way too many tabs. My computer's gonna crash from looking this up. I can't believe I can't find this. What the frick? What the frick, guys? This is blowing my mind. What is the origin of the phrase cool as a cucumber? Don't retain. I can't believe I can't find this. I feel like I got the AI overview of the poem. Maybe this is just made up. And this is all a lie. Somehow searching this brought me to this. This is what searching for this poem brought me to. Maybe it's just too old. But maybe this is what came out in the 1800s. It's just whatever's happening on here. Okay. Maybe I can find it in like a digital library. Oh, or we just don't even worry about it because the hype train officially died. How do you feel about that now, hype train? Now that you're dead. I am?
I am? I feel great.
No, you're dead.
Oh, I fully died, actually. No.
Delayed death. Why can't I find this? Why is it a secret? Why are they denying us the beautiful art of New Song on New Smiles by John Gay? Oh, wait. It's not smiles, it's similes. I've been reading it wrong the whole time. A new song of new similes. I did type it in as similes. Yeah, well, I mean, I was an English major, not a reading major. I think my version of it, much like all of my improper reads of the Beatles songs, it's better if it smiles actually, because we all need some more smiles in our life. I need to find this. This is driving me crazy. Not the hype train yelling about piss for 10 minutes straight, but that I can't find a new song of new similes. For some reason. I guess it's so related to the phrase as cool as a cucumber that the thing that it pulls up when you search it is just a bunch of pictures of this dog with a yellow cucumber on its head. I guess it's a more popular meme than the original artwork. The original powerful prose of John Gay. Okay, let's just see. A new song of new similes in 1732. I didn't even have the date right. Okay, I guess it was what I found earlier, because it is being quoted in a few places with those crazy lyrics. Here's just we'll read this little excerpt from it, guys, before we move on. At least according to Esper Borzoi, it was in 1732, one of John Gay's poems, and he put it with these pictures of a dog. My passion is a mustard strong. I sit all sober sad, drunk as a piper all day long, or like a March hare mad. Round as a hoop the bumpers flow. I drink yet can't forget her. For though as drunk as David's sow, I love her still the better. Pert as a pear monger I'd be, if Molly were but kind. Cool as a cucumber could see the rest of womankind. I take it back. That's very good. Good job, 1772, John Gay. Well, that seems like as good of a transition as any to get into the news. Thanks for coming back to hang out on this stream that is mostly about yelling about piss, but also occasionally powerful poetry from the 18th century. Okay, it's news time.
It's still your vagina. Don't let them take it from you.
Okay.
I feel like I just get up. Ladies been against me. They want me to come.
Yippee yippee! It's more news from me. I am Jeff Ripple, and you probably are a person or a pet who has been left home alone. Good to see you either way. You think there's any pets watching us? If it's just somebody left like Twitch on for some reason, and then they left, there could be at least one pet watching. You think they're watching? If they're looking at the screen, it counts as watching case. Let's not start all angry, okay? There's enough problems in the world, and they're being solved by martial law. Let's get into it. The president, who happens to be Donald Trump, happens to be Donald Trump in case you forgot, takes over DC police, an extraordinary move, and has deployed the National Guard in the Capitol. Because, we're still waiting on, I guess what you'd call a good reason for it. But that probably is a reason. What reason do you think it is? Well, crime. And it's there. So. Something like that. Okay. Let's see if there's any comments. As someone who lives near DC, we now have more things to fear than a fat old man on a roof. Well, he's he's up there making plans. Seemingly, he got on the roof, looked out over the city, and said, I should take this over. Didn't he already take it over by winning the election? Not enough, apparently. Does Pepito know what breed of dog he is? He said he's the breed of dog that is dog, I believe. Would Pepito eat the cats if given the opportunity? I'll speak for Pepito here and say, yes, he would. And I have to stop it at all times. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous little freak. That's true. Is Pepito related to the dog from the old Taco Bell commercials? Yes. You're just going to say that? Yeah, I think they're brothers. What? Yeah, we'll say that. That's true. Okay. The hype train is more fun than the real news. That's probably true. Piss from the balls is about as reasonable as anything I'm about to read off of any of these news websites. And that's where you're wrong, because I'll be reading it case. So are you saying he could have called on the guard on January 6th and didn't? Yeah, I guess when he was president, he could have called on the National Guard to crack down on the city. I mean, he could have tried to perform a military coup on January 6th. I'll put it that way. But I don't know if he had the support to do it. Nor do I mean, here he's declaring martial, well, he's not even declaring martial law. He's calling in the National Guard and taking over the DC police directly, to crack down on what they're claiming is a rampant crime rate, from my understanding. And can you prove that there isn't? I think crime spiked in DC in 2023. There were like more homicides, and there was just a general uptick in crime in 2023, and then it fell in 2024, from my understanding. Either way, I don't think the solution is to call in the fucking National Guard. Well, Case is throwing his opinions in as usual, when really we haven't even read the actual facts, Case, being supplied to us by Reuters. U.S. President Donald Trump, again, in case you forgot, said on Monday he was deploying 800 National Guard troops to Washington and temporarily taking over the city's police department, an extraordinary assertion of presidential power in the nation's capital. Trump's move, which is to do something that looks like this, cars and cops, bypasses the city's elected leaders and is emblematic of his...
Obama.
Is there a ghost in here? I don't know. What the fuck? We're talking about crime? In which sense? Look, there's some kind of crime is happening, and I'll leave it up to chat to figure out who's doing it. Trump's move has bypassed city leaders and is emblematic of his second-term approach, which has seen him wield executive authority in ways with little precedent in modern U.S. history and in defiance of political norms. Well, but he's making them normal, right? He's definitely normalizing some things that could have consequences. Yeah, but you're saying it kind of sarcastically. Well, maybe sarcasm can be a certain protective measure against the likely future we're all facing. This could have consequences. Now it sounds kind of like a Mentos commercial. That's fun for me. The president casts his actions as necessary to rescue Washington from a purported wave of lawlessness. Statistics show that violent crime shot up in 2023, but has been rapidly declining since. Oh, lucky you, Case. You got the date right. Yeah, this was all over the news today, so... Dev needed coffee. Dev can't type. You're doing just fine. We've got some comments pouring in, though. CBI under Trump just said it's a 30-year low in crime. Yeah, see, he could be taking credit for the really low crime rate in D.C. I wonder why he's not. Well, you know, you can never have too many cops. You can definitely have too many cops. He also mistook Alaska for Russia today. Oh, yes, he's also going to fix Ukraine finally. He's getting around to it. Yeah, we can maybe talk about that after we cover this other civil rights infringement story. Par for the course. On the bright side, you're back from a week and we're not talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, maybe this is how he finally gets Jeffrey Epstein out of the news, by just declaring martial law, essentially, all over the country. I'm assuming this is in the article, but I think he told LA to watch out, to take a look at DC because this could be you. Can you imagine if LA was flooded with a bunch of violent cops? What a impossible situation to imagine. Our capital has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, Trump told a news conference, I think today. And you know what? Why hear me say it when we can listen to him kind of blabber about it?
Wow.
Wow.
I've been up here a lot. I've never seen a crowd like this. I'm announcing a historic action
He hasn't?
to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back under the...
You're completely right, Card King. It is just a Fox News panel. He just loves Fox News morning shows so much he's trying to turn our entire governing executive branch into exactly that, and frankly has fully succeeded. So congrats to him for that.
Authorities vested in me as the President of the United States. I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is?
Yeah, we all know.
And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it, too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you.
Me too.
On the liberal side.
I'm a reporter.
You don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed.
What?
And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so
can you imagine, any of the crimes he listed, people who might be intimately familiar with them? Just from the crimes he listed, can you imagine if anyone in that room really knew about one of those crimes?
You can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. Our capital city has been overtaken.
Sorry, I should have also been, I really could have just been doing this, actually.
By violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs
Roving
and
mobs of
homeless
wild
people.
youth?
And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it.
So his solution is just to call on, what, the National Guard forever? Until those youths stop roving. What choice? What choice do we have? I would like to ask at this point, what choice do we have? Who are you asking exactly? Just anybody. Could anybody let me know what choices I have, please? Because I'm starting to not love all the choices that we have. Yeah, there's some pretty bad choices in front of us. And we don't get to choose them, actually, so... Well, I'm sure if I keep reading this story, it'll start to seem okay. Oh, yeah, keep reading. Okay. It is the second time this summer that the Republican president has deployed troops to a democratically governed city. A federal trial began on Monday in San Francisco on whether Trump violated U.S. law by deploying National Guard troops to Los Angeles in June without approval of California Governor Gavin Newsom. Well, at least we've got Gavin Newsom to protect us. More great choices in front of us. I love all of the choices that we have in this country. National Guard troops, they were in LA, and Trump signaled the other major U.S. cities with Democratic leadership could be next, including Chicago, a city that has long been, Reuters, beset by violent crime. Although it was down. I mean, the other thing is, I can't deny that there's lots of gun violence and violence in the United States.
Add options.
I just don't think the solution is a bunch of cops with guns roaming the streets, personally. What do you think it is, a wellness check? Better than some of the options, actually. So on top of all the mindless drivel, he's not talking about the plans to arrest and relocate all the homeless people in D.C. to horrible tent city internment camps out west. Is that also something you talked about today? Or is he not? Is he just doing that? That's actually something I'm not super familiar with, Sinister Dev. What choices do we have? And I asked, so I'm glad that we're getting some answers here. Our options are piss, September, poo-poo pee-pee, fries, or sales. And, of course, another great option there, piss. I think it's pretty accurate that two of those options are the same thing. And three of them are basically the same thing. And then two of them are total nonsense. Yeah, that seems about right for our options currently, just in general. So good job. You guys nailed it. And the winner was, you're going to be surprised by this. I can see case. It was piss. Mark it in your calendar. Today, we chose piss. I think we've been choosing piss for a while. Well, it is in the balls. It's not in the balls. I just report on what I hear from any screen. If we need to, we're going to do the same in Chicago, which is a disaster. Said Trump, not me, at the White House, adding, hopefully LA is watching. Case is me. Don't say your name out loud. I was just guessing that you're going to talk to me. I wasn't. I was talking to chat. Are you watching? Well, we don't even know who's in LA in chat. Well, some of them might be. Are you watching? Is LA watching us? LA, are you watching? LA? I don't think it's watching. It's watching. Still no Epstein files. Chat, you got to forget about that. We've moved on to We've moved on to full-on dictatorial action now. There's no time to remember that he probably was part of an underage sex ring. Allegedly. Maybe. Probably. Allegedly. Maybe. Probably. Allegedly. I mean, there is a felon who hung out with a pedo and might be one himself in D.C. right now. Honestly, a lot of great options to choose from there. But I do think I know the one you mean. His brain is mush. And I think his plan for D.C. is to do that to a large portion of the population. Yep, seems that way. During Trump's election campaign, his Law and Order platform often had radical undertones. And now some are calling them overtones. Overtone. He's toned up. The tone has become more active and easy to perceive, for sure. Democratic cities like Baltimore, Chicago, and Washington, all cities with large black populations, when he spoke about rampant crime in urban areas, that seemed to provide some racial tones. Which tone are we dealing with? Maybe a brown note? That's incorrect. I mean, it sounds a little, his poopy, he kind of has poopy talk. Jeff, just read. Okay, I'll just keep reading. Hundreds of officers and agents from more than a dozen federal agencies have fanned out across Washington in recent days. Attorney General Pam Bondi will oversee the police force, Trump said. Oh, great. Oh, great. It'll be Pam Bondi. She's been popular lately, has she? Well, she's been on a lot of TV screens lately, so I think that means popular? His tone is giving off a brown shirt kind of tone. Yeah. I don't have to agree with anything I see on screen. You just said you do. Oh. Administrative logistics and physical. Well, I also want to protect myself from. I will completely cower and cave, just so you know. I'm aware that you'll do that because I've been very upfront about that the whole time, right? I have no ethics and I simply want to be safe. I think you've actually been pretty upfront about that, Jeff. So just know, Mr. President, I'm willing to not be your enemy for any promise of safety. I think that's probably going to, honestly, just in the end, not make you safe, Jeff. I'm not on his side. Well, okay, you're on my network, but I'm not on his side, Mr. President. Can you stop coat turning? I have infinite coats, and I can turn them in and out, and there are all sorts of colors, and I'll turn it to whatever one you want. All right, you're overreacting. You're overreacting. It's unclear what this measure is even going to necessarily do other than create a huge headache for everyone that lives in D.C. Oh, yeah, and we're in L.A., but he did tell L.A. to watch. Oh, God! Okay, look, I'll just keep reading the news. Between 100 and 200 of the troops would be supporting law enforcement at any given time, the National Guard troops. The Democratic mayor of Washington, Muriel Bowser, who does have a sick name, has pushed back on Trump's claims of unchecked violence, noting that violent crime hit its lowest level in more than 3 decades last year. Oh, but that wasn't a year he was president. He's not going to like that, but he's still currently president. Now he's president, and the crime rate is lower than it was. Well, now it's got to be lower than ever, right? After all these cops walk around with guns? He made a big declaration on Temu Twitter yesterday. It exploded all over social media. You know, I actually, when I was at Lake Tahoe, just living it up LA style, going on vacations at lakes like some kind of high roller, I went to the lake for like a few days. Oh, Mr. Too Big to be scared of all of the horrible things happening. Oh, don't worry. This worries me too. Anyway, when I was at Lake Tahoe, I saw this tweet from JD Vance. When I was like, why are they drumming this up? Our nation's capital has some of the worst homicide rates in the world. If this fact doesn't anger you, but President Trump's efforts to fix it do, you might have a brainworm. Is that like his new "you might be a redneck" thing? Is he Jeff Foxworthing martial law? Yeah, golfing and pontooning all over the world. Well, I just was like, why this? Why specifically DC? Obviously it seems like a very selective graph that he's using. It's not a graph case. It's actually a list. And just so you know, we're beating Lima, Havana, Nairobi, Brasilia, Lagos, Bogota, Mexico City, and Addis Ababa. So take that, all those other cities. We're beating them in murder rate. We're killing it. Also, it's not a very accurate. He's not using very accurate figures. Well, they might be accurate, but also, I guess, they might be old. I don't even know. It's just a fucking tweet from JD Vance. But I guess it presaged this big move from them to do. I guess this is some kind of appeal to their base to be like, look, law and order, yada, yada, yada. I'm assuming, as insane as it is, this is probably some attempt to continue to push the Epstein case out of the news. Maybe that's not the direct reason, but it just feels kind of random, right? Like, why? I didn't tweet that. Case, you've got to stop giving President Donald Trump ideas by tweeting your random crime statistics on a Friday or whatever. I think it was Thursday, actually. It's not any better. And it wasn't me. Looks a lot like you, Case. And it sounds like the kind of thing you'd say. Since when have I talked about crime rates? You're talking about it right now. It wasn't me. It was J.D. Vance. You're saying the same thing twice. Look, there's more news here. Item 1 of 11, U.S. President Donald Trump. What the fuck is that second? All right, whatever. President Donald Trump speaks. That's describing a photo, my bad. Violent crime, including murders, soared in 2023, turning Washington into one of the most deadliest cities in the world. One of the most deadliest cities. One of the most deadliest cities in the world. Or nations, at least. However, violent crime dropped 35% in 2024, according to federal data, and it has fallen an additional 26% in the first 7 months of 2025. 2025, according to city police. But my heart is trying to kill me right now. Well, that's your problem, Jeff. Case, did you also have the Army raise Lake Tahoe like JD did for his vacay? Yeah, did you have a bunch of special service agents swarming all the boats? Nope. Although we did rent a boat one day and it was pretty great. If you're ever in Northern California or at Lake Tahoe, I guess, go to, what was it? Emerald Bay. Has anybody been to Lake Tahoe? It was crazy. Despite the horrific state of the world, there's definitely some pretty nice places still in it. And honestly, Lake Tahoe, kind of one of them. Lucky you. Just playing the fiddle while Rome fucks. Or what did they do? Burn? Right. Okay, anyway, Bowser struck a diplomatic tone at a news conference saying she and other members of her administration would work with the federal government and yada, yada, yada. Something, it's all going to be fine. I think that's how the story ends. Yeah, no. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. You seem like you're making it seem like it's kind of a big deal, Jeff. And I agree with you. I think this is a pretty dictatorial move. It's not that big of a deal. Also, how long does he plan on keeping this up? Oh, well, it's really for an amount of time that's not that big of a deal. I don't know. It's also fucking stupid. It's so stupid, and people are going to have a bunch of fucking National Guardmen stomping around outside of their apartments and workplaces, and the streets will just have double the police presence for no fucking reason. And why? Well, because sometimes you just need to remind people, stop talking about the thing you're talking about. You've never done that? I've never summoned a police army to change news headlines. Well, there's no proof that he's doing that. But there is proof that crime is real. So, are you pro-crime, Case? Look, I'm just trying to stay on his good side. I am. Between you and me, this does worry me. When you get closer to the mic, Jeff, it still is projecting outward. You're still technically broadcasting. They can hear me when I do this. More so. Well, anyway, let's talk about Ukraine. That's probably going well. Let's talk. We'll move on for now. How about that? Should I be louder? No. If you're louder and closer, then it's just loud. People are going to end up being shot just going for a walk with their dog. I really hope not. I mean, it's also, I don't know if he summoned like an army of Trump loyalists, although if you're in the DC police, you're probably more likely to be pro-Trump, unfortunately. Not to generalize things. General is included in that, in what you just said. So my point is, I don't know. I mean, if you're in the DC police or National Guard and you show up to DC and it's just DC functioning like usual, what do you even do? Like, how seriously are they going to take it? Like the actual National Guard themselves? I don't know. I also like that he quoted whatever Nixon era piece of law that is allowing him to do this under the whatever blah 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 act, but he didn't even have to. Like, at this point, everything he's doing is just so slapdash and insane. He could have come up there and done like the fucking Macarena and said the Macarena dance I just did under the Macarena Act of me just doing it, I'm unleashing the National Guard on DC. It really feels like we're becoming a bit untethered from any semblance of logic or governance or anything. So I don't know, guys. It does seem pretty bad to me. This is your breaking point. We've already been doing worse stuff than this as a nation, but this is, I don't know. It's all so par for the course that I kind of don't know what to say. That's the chicken dance, Jeff, not the Macarena. Well, you just said things don't matter anymore, so maybe the chicken dance is the Macarena. I'm just saying, I don't know how much you can stress test the bounds of legitimacy before, I don't know. It's feeling like at some point as a nation, we all are probably going to start facing some pretty real consequences. But obviously, I hope I'm wrong. We have levers available to us in the Constitution. I know, and it would be nice if there are any means for people to pull them and do anything. I'm sure resistance is active and people will, but I don't know. It'd be nice if we didn't need like a national riot to stop Donald Trump, and if any of our elected officials could offer any pushback in situations like this. We'll see if they do. But it might come down to you and me. What are you gonna do, Case? See what everybody else is doing and then try to help. Okay. Well, anyway, that's the news for right now. Let's do something else, I guess. Night of the Long Knives is a blueprint. Let's us all play Elden Ring and see what lessons we learn. Okay. And maybe that can be the beginning of a national coalition. As long as we don't start grafting ourselves. I think Trump has already done that for us. Trump the grafted. How many body parts can he get on him? I wouldn't put it past him. He might just start sticking a few extra arms on himself. A lot of people that said I had great arms just found 6 more, and they're incredibly powerful. See if there's anything in the big book of smiles that can help us. Sorry, similes? No, I think it's actually the big book of smiles, Case. Just like you said. Thanks for having my back, Jeff. I don't. But we could all use a big book of smiles right now. And I'll be smiling here, just thinking about how fine everything is, because a smile creates a ripple of positivity. And that's actually my name. I'm Jeff Ripple. What the fuck? I don't want to watch whatever that screen was. That shit sucked. Actually, what we're here to do is watch fucking movies. Even though I wasn't summoned, I thought, fuck it. And do what I want. I didn't know we could do that. I thought we pretty much had to be called for. Also, Case informed me that Munchie Crumb needed the change or something. So we'll cut to that after this. Oh, I see. Okay. What happened to our segment alerts? They still work? Oh, there we go. You can press another segment if you want. But for now, you are required legally to watch movies, young blood. That's true. That's my parole officer, and this is my court-ordered trailer watching show. Holy shit, DJ Music? Who saw that coming? Nobody ever sees DJ Music coming. That's what makes him such an incredible artist. You're a fan? Of course I'm a fan of DJ Music, like all teenagers. Why are you laughing when you say that? Because it makes me smile thinking about DJ Music. All right, let's see what we got in the trailer thread. It's been too long since I watched a full film. And by that, he does mean trailer. He fundamentally doesn't understand the difference because there is none. Haunted Hotel, the movie. I love the franchise Haunted Hotel. Isn't that just kind of a generic description of a location in a horror movie? No, it's probably based on a thing or something. Anyway, Netflix has made a film called Haunted Hotel. Let's check it out.
Get her down! So I've been on hold, and now my sister is full-on possessed. You know what? I will ask.
Oh, it's a show,
possessed or
actually.
baptized? No! Got it. Not as such.
Tell them we're open to it. Welcome to the Undervale. We know about the smell, and we're trying.
I run a haunted hotel.
Oh!
Where you're now trapped as a ghost with dozens of other ghosts.
Ghost. Different ghost. Ghost orgy.
They're cool once you get to know them.
Are they trying to scare me or is that regular booing?
It's a bit of both. Every hotel has issues.
Not like this.
It's eating my hair!
Between the ghosts and no guests and Abaddon.
What's wrong with Abaddon?
He's a demon trapped in the body of a little boy from the 1700s.
Oh!
Vessel requires Fruit Loops.
It's Cheerios or nothing.
You're out of this.
This hotel has a darkness.
Come on, you don't remember me? Abaddon from hell.
Oh, right. Abaddon. How's it going, man?
We're going for a classic haunting, scary but fun scary.
Which means no murderers or perverts or pervert murderers.
Not too late to keep the perverts.
That's... How does Netflix come up with this stuff, man? You know? How do they even do that? It's so good. That was Haunted Hotel, everyone. I forgot the title. Well, you know, it could be okay, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I guess it's. Yeah, that was Will Forte. I like him. Yeah, like, I do like haunted stuff. And that's that. For sure. That's definitely the premise is that. So sometimes I wonder, like, what they had, like, a different art style. Like, any art style that wasn't that art style that's every art style. I do sometimes wonder what that would be like. But then I think, like, well, sure, that might have got a rated 2.86. But what if it got rated like a 1? You want ratings in the middle so that you can trust it. You want to keep things in the middle. And they're doing that. It's very... I feel like there's a word for that. But it's definitely in the middle. And that's probably for the best. But speaking of the thing that I thought would be in the fucking bottom of the ocean and destroying one of my favorite IPs of all time when they came out with the first season, and then I was proven to be a fucking idiot for the first time ever. I was wrong. What are you talking about? One Piece, dude. I thought it would suck shit. And One Piece Luffy kicked my fucking ass and proved to me that he can never fail. And it was actually okay. it was like pretty good. But I did really think it was going to be trash. So anyway, I'm excited to see if they can pull off that same miracle in season 2. And there is, in fact, a trailer for it. So let's see what it is. One Piece season 2.
Everything I've done, everywhere I go, is for the One Piece.
There he is.
What is that?
Whoa, double cigar. fuck? Oh shit, it's Laboon! Was that Godzilla? God damn. Well, honestly, a much better trailer than Haunted Hotel. In the competition of trailers, that is Haunted Hotel v One Piece Season 2, I do also have to give it to One Piece Season 2. I still can't get with his accent, just a little nitpick. Yeah, but I guess he's supposed to be Brazilian or something. I don't know. It kind of works for me. You know, it's like, it is like a little off. It's definitely a little off, but it's not off enough that it bothers me. So, I'm excited. I mean, but it's got to be like a little off, right? Because it's people instead of cartoons. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, like, it looks weird as shit when he's doing that Gumma Gumma no Gatling. But that's what I thought the first time. And then I liked it. But his arms did get kind of big and floppy and weird looking. But I guess it's good. Actually got the exact same rating as Haunted Hotel. Oh man. I guess it's just as good as Haunted Hotel. Fuck. Haunted Hotel is the bar for all media, unfortunately. Okay, let's close this out with something else. That's the only option. Yeah, you're right. I'll admit when you're right. Adulthood? No, man, I didn't care about that. I'll stay in a kid forever. That does seem to be what you're doing. What do you mean I'm currently a kid? Right. Him. A Jordan Peele movie, all right. Jordan Peele featuring, I think, that hot, whatever, the hot guy. What's his name? Oh, it's a different hot guy. I thought it was a previous hot guy, but it's a new hot guy. Anyway, whatever. It's Jordan Peele. Let's see what they got.
Do I look at you or the camera?
You'll just look right at me. You'll just ignore the camera.
Okay.
There are a lot of people saying you could be the next great quarterback. I can already see it now.
Oops, sorry.
Cam running down the tunnel, the crowd chanting his name. I hear you've been invited to train with legend Isaiah White himself. Care to elaborate?
I want to be the GOAT. Cameron King. Great meeting you. I'm a fan. That's crazy. I damn near worshiped you growing up.
Who are you?
I'm him.
Who are you?
I'm him. My time.
Let's play a little catch.
We going to the league!
You want to play at your highest level? You want to be a legend? 'Cause let me tell you something. This ain't a game.
What is it then?
Just gonna toss the ball around a little. You wanna hit this? You can't handle it. I understand. Oh, too slow. Wait, what are we doing? That man's smile about to be on the floor. This is how you do your teammate? What is this?
Set hard! Eagle loves enemies. Set hard! Set hard! Set hard!
In this game, violence is rewarded, so learn to enjoy it.
Get your shit together! Activate my hip.
Cam, are you okay?
I think something's off.
Do you want to know what you're getting yourself into?
Now we playing some football!
Don't have to do this.
Activate my hip.
I've never been more certain of it.
It's a Mortal Kombat fatality, the film.
And how bad does Cameron Cade want it?
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
I'm not just gonna give it to you. You got to take it from me.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
What if I say no? Run. Think of it as a gift from the God.
Killer, but don't push me. So what are you willing to sacrifice?
Dude, I don't feel like that's how football is. Well, it's like a horror version of football. He's exploring the dark aspects of fame and violence, the grand spectacle of, trading your youth for glory on the gridiron, and well, whatever. Or it's just like Mortal Kombat fatalities plus football. I can't tell. But yeah, I agree with Chad. I do think Marlon Wayans looks kind of fun in it, and it's scary, I guess. It could be good. It's one of those ones that could actually be very good. Or it could be like, oh, you can't just kind of like, just sort of take a whole sport and just be like, yeah, weird horror aesthetics and have it be compelling. I don't know. It could be one or the other. Damn, it did worse than Haunted Hotel. Huh. I do think that'll probably be better than Haunted Hotel. You can't prove that, though. You cannot prove that. Shoot, you are right. You ever been on a bus after a football game? It's a 60 mph triage. I believe it. That is how football is? Fuck. I can't have anything anymore. I was thinking about joining the football team. Aren't you? You've got to be at least a senior or something, right? How old do you think you are? I was thinking maybe as a young guy, I'd just be like, maybe it's time for me to get a football, but I guess if it's like that, I won't. You know what? I support that decision. Let's watch watch one playful trailer or something, because everything's been so dark today. The One Piece trailer was dark. I mean, the One Piece world is actually quite dark if you understand the lore. I'm just gonna assume that's correct, not ask questions. Highway to Hell 1991 original trailer. Okay, that'll close us out. We're cleansing our palates with Highway to Hell, which you could argue that Football Player was also on, but via the medium of football. But this is a different take from 1991. A very good description, Youngblood. Let's see what it is. Oh, shit!
Dazzling cinematic adventure down the highway to hell. A winding route that stretches from here to eternity.
Oh, to hell, I guess.
Kansas anymore. Discover the warm, energetic, inventive, and friendly inhabitants of hell.
Can you tell me the quickest way to hell?
Sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Share with them their traditional
Take her word for it.
And delicious local cuisine.
Vegetarian bitch!
What? Oh, man.
Hussein! Bastard! Down here, that's a compliment.
You'll marvel at the unusual flora and fauna.
Oh!
Delight in the people's daily pursuits.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh.
Oh, what?
And see reenactments of rituals that go back hundreds of thousands of years.
Once you have crossed,
oh shit!
There is no way back. I'm gonna scoop your brain!
Learn how a people steeped in tradition.
I think we're fine.
Their city, a thriving modern.
Those were demon memories, actually. They're different.
And meet the individuals who have made hell the international hotspot it is today.
I am the Prince of Princes.
We've heard that story before, haven't we?
Highway to Hell. An unforgettable journey from some.
Oh man, it blew up too.
Now we'll have some fun.
Are you about to blow up? Oh, nope. Okay. Damn, that was even more twisted than the football one. Because they're literally in hell, dude. I guess. Well, they're on the highway to it. Is the highway part of hell? No, it's the highway to hell. So they're on the way. But we don't know if for sure they were in hell. Damn, it's kicking the shit out of all the other trailers, though, so far. Yeah, you know. I guess it's better than Haunted Mansion. Well, we can't prove that yet. No stop signs or speed limits. But a lot of heads that explode. And I think Ronald Reagan showed up there with like a big gun. Yeah, a big statue of Ronald Reagan with a huge gun. That was pretty cool. Ben Stiller plays Attila the Hun? Did they typecast Ben Stiller? I've always thought he's like, ever since he played Attila the Hun, that's like the only role he got. So I guess that's where it started. Yeah, the movie Highway to Hell, along with, I guess, his dad. Yeah, he popped in there for a second. Nothing will ever be better than the Kung Fury 2 sizzle reel trailer. That was definitely a 10 out of 5, but it does only go up to 5. As far as we know. As far as we know. Okay, look, that's about all the time we have. We saw some trailers. I can't really think of an adjective to put in front of them. And we'll also be doing a how-to. We saw some good trailer. I kind of like the football trailer. Everybody's down on it. I like the One Piece trailer. And everybody loves Highway to Hell. You gotta love Highway to Hell. But everything else you liked is bad, I guess. Wait, you said that the One Piece thing is good. Well, it will look bad until the last minute. And then when you watch it, it'll be surprisingly good if the first season is to be trusted. Which I guess I have to because I was proven wrong. Anyway, I actually normally, though, do know a certain thing. And that is, in fact, what it is. And you do, too. You know what it is. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Pepito, you still gotta hit the right buttons, okay? Jeez. Now that I've defeated the devil soundly, I'm supposed to go on some grand adventure that I gotta ask Case about or something. Pepito thinks he cannot trigger our theme at the right moment. No, you still have to. I'm, of course, Ralph Munchkin. I'm unfortunately joined by the incredibly whiny and way too talkative, because he's still alive, Crumb.
Where's my penis?
Oh, still?
Is it safe? Is it all right?
You can't keep asking the same questions. You know, ask stupid questions, get penis answers. Just look for yourself.
Did someone say haunted?
Nobody said, in a previous segment, maybe they said that, but I never said that, so. Will he know peace? Not while I'm around?
I found my penis.
Then why did you?
Munch had it shoved up my ass. He even had it duct taped. If I rip the tape off, it will hurt my hairy ass. It's hairier than the gorilla that punched me.
Okay, look, if you found it.
Wait. That's not my penis.
What was it then?
CBT me Munch Daddy.
Do not call me that, Crumb, okay? Just because you're all out of sorts and you need to see your physical therapist some more doesn't mean you need to take it out on all of us.
I ran into Fiona in hell.
Really?
Apparently when she left us after getting partner, her soul went to hell. I went to talk to her, but she said, "Get away from me, pervert."
Well, that means Fiona hasn't lost her touch, okay? Because that is the only appropriate thing to say to you. So, congratulations, Fiona.
Hype Train is sad. What hell did you guys do to him up there?
You tell me, because you're up here with me, Crumb, okay? And you look.
The devil promised to resurrect me. What happened?
I got the fucking key in my soul. I can't get it out of there. Keep having goddamn visions of, like, flaming pigeons? What the fuck is that about? That's the hell vision I get, is like, they're not even that on fire. They're like a little on fire. And that's the best you got, Satan? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Everything tastes like fucking sardines now? When I walk up to doors, I hear a ancient grumbling in my soul. It's very inconvenient. Not the first time I've dealt with that kind of thing. Obviously, I've been around.
I think I was an extra in Highway to Hell.
Well, you certainly fucking look like one. You certainly look like you've been through something on a highway. And it did not.
It wasn't my penis. It was a flesh-colored shot glass.
Why would that be a thing that you even have, Crumb? Just get a normal Hard Rock shot glass.
Racism in anime is not allowed.
Racism in anime is not allowed? You got to watch more sports animes because they'll show you some questionable things, I got to say. Look, what are we debating today, Crumb? Can we actually get down to business, please? Some of us actually
Top
have...
of the 7th, Brewers 4, Royals 2, Perez at the plate 2 of Cal.
See, now I know you're possessed because you are not watching classic American sports. That is not a thing you have ever done. Today we are debating Gatorade or Powerade. Okay, very simple. You know what? I'll be a gentleman. I'll let you pick which one you want because you're so fucking whiny lately.
I'm hungry.
For which?
I lust for the flesh of the living.
That's not an option.
Or some nuggies.
None of those are the thing we're debating, Crumb. Gatorade or Powerade, please. God.
Imagine the horrors you will see if you don't return my penis. It will get its own show.
You know what? I wish your penis would get your own show because it can't be a bigger fucking dick than you. Yeah.
You know a guy named Jolly Jim. He says he knows you. He craves for human flesh. He said you were his #1 supplier.
Okay, that's a coincidence that we both know a guy named Jolly Jim. The Jolly Jim I know sells meth. So, very different.
I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
It's the first reasonable thing you've said all day. Fine. Fucking Gatorade. Gatorade it is. Oh. What's up? Sorry, our producer was coming through. You have any thoughts on that? You have any thoughts on Pepito scrumming around our studio? No?
Get the key, munch. Resurrect me.
I'm supposed to go all the way upstairs to where Case is and ask him a question about where the hole in the wall is for me to enter. That's so much work for me, Crumb. That's so much work to ask.
Don't have a cow, man.
You think you're good, but you have to defend Powerade.
X-Chin is in the Trump files.
It sounds like you said X-Chin, so if that's someone you know. You should really come forward with that information, Crumb. I mean, I'm sure you're in there. So, obviously, you would know who's in there, but I wouldn't. Anyway, I'm on the side, actually, of Gatorade, the vastly superior energy drink. I don't even know the last time I saw a fucking Powerade. If it even still exists, then I guess that's what Crumb's defending because he refuses to actually pick a side on his own. If we have a mod that doesn't mind making that debate, feel free to launch it at any time.
Gatorade was developed in 1965 by a team of researchers at the University of Florida led by Robert Cade. It was originally made
started
for
before
the
the
school's
timer.
student athletes, the Gators, to replenish the carbohydrates that they burned and the combination of water and electrolytes that they lost in sweat during vigorous sports activities.
Well, why is it better or worse? Those were just facts, Crumb. Do you have any actual opinions rattling around in that fucking messed up, mushy brain of yours?
Gators.
You're defending. I'm on the side of Gatorade. Also, why is Brondo on there? Who do I even give that point
Beyonce
to?
concert and Beyond Turn.
Everyone is against me today. I don't even know how to. I'm on the side of Brondo as well, actually. I'm claiming both. So. You can't. Now you have no chance. You're only defending Powerade.
Powerade was created by the Coca-Cola Company and first released in 1988. The company developed the soft drink as an alternative to sports drinks, which were becoming more
It's my
and
time
more
now to talk.
popular.
It's my time now to talk, okay?
Powerade was
Stop
originally
it.
marketed to athletes.
Stop it.
Who needed a drink that would keep them hydrated during strenuous workouts.
Oh, you are so taking advantage of the concept of give and take. All right, look. Gatorade has, it's just more classic, okay? It's more flavors. It's more readily available. Powerade only, I think, comes in yellow and red or some shit. It's trash Gatorade. Gator is in the title of Gatorade. It literally powers up fucking gators, one of the strongest things on the goddamn planet. Literally survived the era of the dinosaurs. You know who didn't survive the era of the dinosaurs? Power, man. Who Powerade's probably based on. That shit's stupid, and Brondo's also good. The only thing that's bad is Powerade. Come on.
Sessions with my wife. The cuck chair is tiring.
Son of a bitch. You know what? If you think you won, why don't you hit the button, Crumb? Why don't you hit the button? If you're such a winner. And then your victory counts.
Powerade has new extra sour flavors.
It does? They still make that shit? That's how bad Powerade is. I have no idea. You don't even like titties. You don't deserve to say titties.
Gatorade is the piss in my balls.
That does sound right. That does sound correct. Okay. Are you not gonna hit your fucking button? Can you please just hit it?
We all need to submit our Santa Claus and polar bear loving cooperation, Daddy.
You're not gonna play your fucking music? He doesn't play his music anymore? Because you're Crumb, so you should play the music. Because you are Crumb. Not that I want to hear the music, but it's just odd to sit here silently after victory, seems. I mean, it's good that you're not, because it's bad music, but
this is the most fucked up remake of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood imaginable.
And the fact that you're using that as a comparison point, Crumb, really says everything about you. Like you're on his level.
Corporation, I misspoke.
From what? How am I supposed to track every fucking point you're making, Crumb? You gotta at least reference.
Oh, I'm Crumb believable.
Okay, well, if you're gonna sing the song yourself, then actually sing it, alright?
Crumb shot.
You piece of shit. Barely a crumb shot. You're lucky Brondo was in there. It diverted all of my votes into 2 different votes.
Play my music, jerk face.
You play your music. Why do I have to do everything for you? I have to put a fucking voice box on you just to get you to participate? And I'm the bad guy? Jesus. Nothing to say to that, huh? Crumb. Out of fucking words? No surprise there. Not that you ever had anything to fucking say. He's really not saying anything.
They tell me things that I might do. The put on reruns of Scooby-Doo. They talk to me. WAA but Brea.
What? What are you talking about?
Yes, you are the bad guy.
Yeah, like fucking Scarface, who's really the good guy in that movie. So, in that sense,
I am Zelmify, remember?
Yeah, so says you. To me, you look basically the fucking same. For the record, you look as
You're
good.
You're all gonna die. We in Hell Del Care War. Everyone will be forced to eat piss cake.
You might have said piss pape, or piss cake, or piss cape.
Is this the bridge?
How do you gotta pick your lyrics. Not that I know that that's one of your lyrics,
274 to go.
You really think you're catching back up? Because I've let you win a couple to improve your morale. Because
Pepito hates Munch.
No, he doesn't. He's not even capable of differentiating between humans. So, which I definitely mostly.
I can't even crumb shot because my penis is gone.
Is that how you crumb shotted? What the fuck is a crumb shot? I thought it was just a set.
No. You are my father.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking rule you like your dad would.
Give me back my wins, Munch.
No, I already got the mechanism to apparently free you from hell. I just need Case to unlock the wall or something. I gotta go.
I challenge the status quo.
What? Oh, that's another one of your. You know, I don't know your lyrics. I don't pay attention to your lyrics.
Catching up like before and like always.
You're barely catching up. If you think about it percentage-wise, it's crazy how ahead I am. I'm basically like 100% ahead. In any presidential race, they would call this a huge win, and I'm basically the president of the stream, so that makes all the sense in the world. We're out of fucking time. Jesus. I will go talk to the fucking guy who, whatever his name is, The fucking guy who runs the stream, that dumb piece of shit that I hate talking
At least
to.
I have my own theme song.
Well, you don't have your own
Loser.
I famously have multiple theme songs. How dare you? You don't even have a penis and you can't shut up about it. I have so many penises, I get confused in the morning.
To go on a side quest to retrieve my penis, right?
It's to get your fucking soul back, you freak. God damn, that's all the time we have. You're lucky. You're lucky you don't have a penis because your penis is so bad. It's actually better to not have one for you. God his ass, chat. That's all the time we have. We'll see you soon. What the fuck? Freebird. Oops, I forgot. I forgot that it's not Freebird. Sorry about that. I'm Peter Gibbon. You sang that song, Peter. Well, good to see you too. You noticed in the last segment case they're talking about the wall. You working on that? I'm trying to get clearance to send people into the wall from the city. Apparently because the last two people I sent in there haven't shown up to work in a couple months, which is probably their choice. It probably just didn't like their wall job. I need some special dispensation from our beautiful Los Angeles mayor to send people into the wall. And as soon as I have that, I'll go into the wall. Well, actually, now Munch should go into the wall. If you're paying attention to the show, he got a special light. I don't care. Okay, Peter, about your silly wall. That's just a wall. The devil showed up and gave him a special light. You really think it's just a normal wall? It's a wall, Peter. It's a wall, okay? And whoever wants to can go in there. I don't even care if I go in. We're actually a news station here. Some of us do the news, and we don't spend all our time worrying about the frickin' wall. Yes, okay, Peter. I'm glad that you can cut to the wall. But that doesn't mean that I have to care that the wall exists. That seems normal to you. It seems like a hole in a wall that you made, okay? And it's inconvenient, yes. Got some comments to get to before we get to the news. Laws say either 30 days or Congress can extend it. That's why you should hit the comment button, because that was about your last story case. Oh, for the National Guard / police takeover of DC. So 30 days plus extra if Congress says more. Or if Trump quotes some other random law. We need an animated samurai cop movie. That would be pretty sick. In fact, that feels like something that might end up happening. Not that I know if it is. The president is threatening to send the guard into the wall to clean things up. You know what? I say we send the president into the wall because it's an exciting new territory for him to explore. All are welcome. I'd love to see what his particular brand of mental acuteness does in the wall. What? I would just love to see how his entire persona reacts to the vibrations of the wall. As I am curious for anyone. You have overplayed your fucking wall so much, Peter, that you are just setting people up for disappointment when they go in there and it's a fucking beanbag chair and 10,000 rat corpses. The fact you think that they're just corpses, it tells me everything I need to know about how aware you are of the wall. Boy, okay. There's some. We haven't done the news in a week. There's probably all sorts of submitted news stories of varying degrees of horrible to absurd, Or some combination of the two. So I guess because you're here, Peter, you can read some of the news. Oh, me? Little old me? Let's just change the headline to Sexual Man Reads Lots of News, because that's what I'll be doing, actually. Being sexual and reading the news. The news will probably be sexual on its own, and I don't want to see you be sexual. I won't try to be. I'm not saying I'm gonna actively be sexual. It's just the vibe I'm putting out is so strong. Everyone will notice that I'm sexual. Gooners say their brains are becoming hopelessly hijacked by AI smut. The road to hell is really fun. Now that's a wall headline. That's the kind of thing we love in the wall. What do you mean by we? You'll find out. Though it's still pretty niche, AI-generated adult content is becoming a huge problem for some men. Not Matt Liddell, who didn't subscribe because of that sentence. Stop tying Matt Liddell to the sentence you just read. I'm saying he's not related to what I just read. And 32 months is the amount of time he's been subscribed to this, which surprisingly isn't AI goon material. No, I don't think anyone could goon to this. Is that a challenge? No, Peter, it's not. People could goon to this. No, I refuse to believe that. You'd be surprised. I'll surprise you. Don't surprise me, Peter. Okay? No need to get all fired up. Just relax. Lay back. Challenge complete. See? Do you see? I refuse to see, Peter. Okay, well, anyway, it's still pretty niche, like a lot of things. But anyway, they're imploring others to avoid Why is AI porn so powerful? In an interview with Wired, a 26-year-old man referred to by his first name, Kyle, what a name, said he began to go down the rabbit hole of AI smut after stumbling on an AI-generated Instagram reel depicting a woman with extremely large breasts the size of her body. Do we have an example? I can't show that, I think. Why? There's been weird images on the internet before. Why is AI pushing the boundaries here? It simply is, Case. In the back of my mind, I was like, okay, I do kind of find this kind of attractive. The young man told the magazine. It was something I had not seen before, and I had to see more. They're not hyperlinking here, unfortunately. I am curious how big AI image-generated porn has gotten in the last year. Because, I mean, everything is getting better about it, but part of me still feels like there's just so much real porn. I can imagine it being big for like if it can kind of generate like hentai quality images, I could see that like interrupting the hentai industry. Is that a thing? Why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm just curious what porn industry is being disrupted by AI. I guess it's cheaper to pay for Midjourney or whatever than to pay a porn actress, so that could be bad. Anyway, anything related to AI is likely to go pretty bad, unfortunately, in my opinion, so this isn't too surprising to me. Well, you don't even have all the details, Case. This is one we gotta really read. As a self-described gooner, Kyle's first encounter with AI-generated adult material acted as a gateway drug for moi, and increasingly extreme content along those same lines. Soon he was searching for features that could not possibly exist in real life, such as woman with cartoonish boobs, areolas, and nipples twice the size of her torso, super wide hips, and let me just highlight that just in case we need that for later. I'm getting a call from Kendall. Could you not be a total creep? I have a phone too. Okay. Kendall, you're on the stream.
My foot hurts.
Your foot hurts. Is it worse or better? She hurt her foot at the lake.
It's like as equal as last night, maybe.
Should we go to like a immediate MD or something?
I don't know. I don't think it's broken or anything.
Do you think, Mel?
It's definitely aching.
Maybe we just need to keep you off it.
Well, Well, that was impossible. That's impossible for me.
You have to go to the office tomorrow?
No.
Well, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I carry you around the apartment.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
You can treat me like a giant horseman.
Wow. A horseman.
Um,
We'll see.
how far are you from home?
30 minutes, and I'm hungry.
Okay, I'm gonna try to end the stream in the next 30 minutes then.
Okay.
Okay. And then we get food?
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Okay, love you.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay, horseman. I'm the one being weird. No, I'd be your horseman because you have to carry around the apartment like a horse. Horses don't carry. Yes, they do. Horses are ridden. You don't understand anything. What were you talking about that's so important? AI gooners. Suni was searching for women with cartoonish boobs, areolas, and nipples twice the size of the rest of her torso. And now I have to search it for the news. Let's see what we get. I can't tell if this is AI or just porn. And it's also not what I asked for. And also, if I click a certain button, I can actively get you kicked off Twitch case. I hold that power in my hand. Is this AI, chat? This actually, I don't think can get us in trouble, fortunately. But I guess it's kind of what he typed in. I think this is a person with a pillow in their shirt. Or is it AI? Chat, that's the kind of thing you have to goon for a couple weeks to be able to spot the difference. Oh, that's your wife? Congratulations. She seemed like a very nice gal. I don't think those are her real proportions. Or it's AI. I don't even care about guessing anymore. Well, that's because you're not committed to the future. Unsurprisingly, things started to spiral. All right, well, how does the story end? He started to look for more taboo things. It's got to get more taboo than just weird shapes, right? In the background of Kyle's burgeoning addiction stood a stark discrepancy. The psychiatric community is torn on whether addiction to adult content even exists, with many suggesting that it's merely shame from religious upbringings that causes distress in those who visit mental health professionals over it. Couldn't agree more. I think look at porn all day. All day? If you want. There's no problem with living in a wall and looking at porn all day. I think what you described there doesn't sound like maybe the healthiest way to live your life. And then that's your religious upbringing case. That's your conservative instincts that are going to come out eventually. Living in a wall and watching porn all day. Isn't that what everybody's doing in a sense, if you think about it? No, some people have, jobs and leave the house. But don't we all live in a wall? Yeah, okay, Peter, can you just keep reading? Cautioning their fellow gooners, the user predicted that AI smut is going to get harder to avoid because it captures all your vices and traps you. And in the comments, their comrades agreed, with one noting that it's insane and insanely addictive. Kyle, meanwhile, decided he needed to make a change after noticing not only that sex with his partner had become less pleasurable, but also that she seemed to have gotten the proverbial ick from him. He joined NoFap, began curbing his consumption, and started to grapple with what he'd fallen into. And that's a beautiful story. Hey, you're struggling with managing your time due to gooning, then I guess however you get out of it is good. Though I can't say joining the NoFap community usually seems like it's gonna land you a lot of brownie points with the ladies. At least if you tell them about it. Retain. Yeah, the Retain community is totally different. That's just about health. Okay, let's do a couple more stories and then before we get out of here. Yeah, we have to hurry up because I need to get some food. Because I'm a horse guy. Stop saying that, Case. It's not gonna ever work. Scientists say Ozempic could reverse your biological age by 3.1 years. Here's what you'll learn when you read this story. And this is what we'll read because it's got everything we'd learn in it. Scientists think Ozempic could contain anti-aging properties because chronic inflammation is key to aging. Ozempic's anti-inflammatory effects make it a powerful anti-aging drug. The non-peer-reviewed study shows that Ozempic could turn back the biological clock by an average 3.1 years. But if you do it 6 times, that's actually 18 years. You could become underage, Case, if you're not careful. My cousin, I have a cousin who's a doctor, and he was singing the praises of Ozempic to me. And, I don't consider him to be like a crazy doctor. He seems pretty responsible to me. So it still worries me a little bit as a drug, but if it helps people or it has actual health benefits, then the main thing I would be in favor of is it not costing like $2,000 for whatever reason. Cousin Doctor would be a good Netflix show. Now we're talking. Dr. Cousin Medical Woman. Yeah, the only thing I know about Ozempic is obviously it seems to help people lose weight, and it's really expensive. So if it actually really helps people, I wish it wasn't such an insane cost. So we'll see if that ends up being a thing. That's how you know it works. Yeah, or at least that's how you know it's popular. That's how you know if people think it works. It definitely seems to do something. Dr. Case Blackwell is weighing in now. Well, I mean, again, people that I think know more about it have told me that it's sort of the real deal. So maybe it is, but you can still lose weight other ways. In case anybody's worried about it, then I would try to lose it naturally. It's so good they are trying to lock it down. Yeah, maybe it's too good. Maybe I just got to take it. You know what? Ozempic penis too. You guys are just selling this harder and harder. Hey, if I ever get my hands on some, chat, I'll let you know for sure how it goes. If gooning helped with weight loss, now then we'd be onto something. I don't think that's a drug. Well, gooning is a drug. It just doesn't have those particular health benefits. Woman who makes $80,000 a year selling her toenails reveals the revolting thing buyers use them for. Oh, okay. Well, what do they use them for? I'm scanning here. Well, how do they use them? Oh, look at this lovely gal who sells her toenails. During a recent appearance on the T4 podcast. Jesus, they build up to this stuff so much. Her hair extension braids are also highly profitable. Yeah, but how do people use these things? What the fuck? I don't think that it actually tells us anything fun. Okay. She just sells stuff other than her toenails. But what's the revolting things people use them for? We were clickbaited, Case. She does sell her toenails, but it didn't give us all the details. They put the nails right under their urethra, I assume. Okay, well, we'll go with that, Skymer. They put their nails under their urethra. That does seem like what they do. Does it seem like what they do? It seems like what they do to me, Case. Prove me wrong. Come at me, bro. No. Chinese docs baffled over a woman who can't stop having orgasms all day long. Yeah, I bet most men are pretty surprised when a lady's doing that. Because most men, they don't understand the female body. Not like me, Case. Play something sexy. That's not sexy. That's not sexy. Play something sexy. Play something sexy for me.
Are the powers of Mickey's incredible imagination strong enough and bright enough to withstand the evil forces that invade Mickey's dream?
Can you give me a soundboard back, please? No. All right, fine. Don't play anything sexy for me then. I'll just keep reading. Medical specialists in China are dumbfounded over the case of a young woman who experiences uncomfortable orgasms multiple times per day, leaving the turned-on 20-year-old in a perpetual state of arousal. This is the news. I'm reminding you all. That was a news sentence I just read. The sexual arousal symptoms are characterized by recurrent and spontaneous orgasmic experiences. This is all news. The unnamed woman has for the past 5 years experienced sexual stimulation out of the blue, leading doctors to presume that she suffered from persisting genital arousal. PGAD, a real thing. Okay. Neurologist ruled out epilepsy. Eventually, doctors diagnosed the patient with what we just said. PGAD flies under the radar. It was first formally described in 2001. It affects a projected 1% of women, but I've never met one. Boom. It seems like a real problem, actually, so it wouldn't be fun. We've seen a video about this, and the fact you're making light of it is honestly disgusting, Peter. It's 1%. 1% does seem really high, but I guess that's just our ignorance talking, isn't it, Peter? Come on, it's a fun one, Case. She comes a bunch. Too much, actually, and it hurts. And you're making light of that. And that's sick. We cannot go to that story after this story. We cannot do that. Let's click on this spider story, please. Yeah, okay. Tarantulas with massive penises have been discovered by scientists. Let's end on that one. Yeah, you know what, Peter? I think given what we've been covering today, we won't talk about the Al Jazeera news team being murdered in Gaza. But that is a thing that happened and is obviously horrific. But you seem more appropriate for the penis spider story. Is it contagious? The spider penis? That's a story for Chet. Yeah, I think Chet could handle that. We'll talk about it some other time. Okay, well, just if you see an itsy bitsy spider, just know the water spout might be a little bigger. That's all the time we have. That really is all the time we have, Peter. Come on, have a little fun with me. No. Well, then I'll see you in the wall. I'm going to send Munch into the wall, actually. And not me, so see Munch in the wall. The wall eliminates all divisions, Case. I'll see you in there eventually. I'll see you. I'm going to go back there in just a sec. I'll be right in there. Feels good in there. To me, it's nothing to go in there. Yeah, then go there. I will! I am! Fine! I don't even need to be here! It's good to see everybody. And you too, Case. I consider you a friend, even if you're difficult. Well, I don't consider you a friend. Well, that's just you being hurtful and playful, and you're kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't consider you a friend. You do, though. And I'm all of your friends, too, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Why, hello there, everyone. It's very good to see you. I'm Jeb. My father is here, who's dead and in the wood as well. That's right, I'm here with what might be my son, and I'm his dad. And you're dead and you're in the wood. Oh! Thank you for the reminder. Wait, really? Yes. Oh, wait, yeah, I remembered. Okay. I'm him. Like I explained, I smashed my face into the bottom of a well. That's all that happened. They had to reassemble it over the course of many months. And I look really close to how I looked before. Because I'm the same guy. You know? Your pauses are too long. They didn't reassemble. The well was fine. The well held up really well. Get zero give against the force of my face. And self-cleaning. The blood seemed to absorb into the well. So, the well was untouched in a sense. And my voice is the same. I'm the same guy. But what we really do here isn't debate what I am. We learn how to do things. And actually, you kind of change. Every time you learn something new, you become something more. And I'm excited to become something more today with all of you. So let's see what you've shared for us to learn. And you can do that at the cream.team, the Discord threads, the bin section, and the how-tos is a section in that section. You can submit how-tos. And then we'll learn how to do stuff together. But let's start today, Daddy. You can watch this too. Oh, goody! Don't be sarcastic, Father. Just because you're dead and in the wood doesn't mean you can't learn, right? I'm not sure. I don't really understand what I am. And that's because you haven't learned enough. It's not confusing. Thank you. Let's learn how to scat. Let's learn how to scat. Let's do some scat. What? Let's do a little bit of scat today. We've been building up to this for a while. Finally ready to relax, spread my hole open, and scat. Mouth hole. Oh, it's so quiet. It's quiet, and it's only on one side of a stereo speaker. Oh, the audio is horrific.
Oh my god, this is so difficult.
I just did it. You just did it with
I
flying
didn't.
colors.
It was a
Were you
playback.
filming that all along? Sure. You know, isn't it great to be on television?
It's wonderful.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's wonderful.
Want to take another sketch?
First, you sketch alone, okay?
Scat alone.
I'm telling you, baby.
What? That's scatting? I thought scat was like scuba-da-doo-pop-boo.
Scat singing is unbelievable. Do you think do you think I could learn that?
Oh, I could teach you.
There is audio. It's ridiculously quiet. And they didn't put it out of both channels of a stereo speaker. Let me just switch our audio to mono real quick. And maybe that'll do it. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I can't do that. Oh, wait, I can do that. Okay. Right now we're mono, so maybe that'll help.
Scat sing?
You think so?
It didn't.
Repeat after me.
Okay.
It's really quiet. I'm gonna bump the audio real quick.
Sandra, you sounded good, man. That was nice. That was...
What? Just Google the scat. Okay, I have to pump my audio so crazily to watch that video that I don't think we can quite finish it, because I do feel like I got the gist of it. More or less. Maybe I should always have our audio on mono. You know? That was the Scat Man? That's the original The Scat Man? I don't know if that is the Scat Man. Oh, it's the original. It's the guy from the Scat Man. Check it out. I guess I should have known that.
I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man.
Okay, I get it. He didn't really do much teaching there. A Scatman movie would be good. Piano to scat to. Scatting on piano. Okay, how about just wild piano instrumental? Jazz. And I'll show you, I'll see if I learned anything. I also need it to be fast. Yeah. This sucks. No, I need it to be high energy and fun. Upbeat jazz, please. I can't, this is the best I can do. Blah 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 blah. Squab blah 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 blah. Squab blah 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 blah. Squab blah 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 blah. Squab blah 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 blah. Squab blah 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 blah. What are you doing? Why are you all booing? What? What? Oh. Wait, wait, keep listening. It gets better. Well, it was my first time. It was my first time, so I'm not going to let that dissuade me from still trying. You can't be great at something the first time. This is really not great, son. Maybe that's not something you explore further. Some of the worst scatting I've ever heard. I'm disappointed. Well, you're dead. What? And you're in the wall. Oh! Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course Jet can scat. He was at the Scatman's funeral and he performed the scat song. And that was a specific request from the Scatman and one of his last wishes. But that's Jet, okay? He spends his time differently than me. Oh, there's a different scatting video. Okay, well, this will help me learn. Oh, that's the same one. It's the exact same one, actually. Okay, this is a different one. Here we go.
I'm Ben Jones. I'm a singer and a musician, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about how to scat. Scatting is the use of your voice as an instrument. And what you do, you create nonsense syllables, sounds, and kind of half words to kind of improvise over music. Scat developed kind of in the 30s, and people like Ella Fitzgerald developed scat in order to imitate other members of the band.
All right.
You know, people like the horn section.
I get it.
Trumpet lines. And different singers would use different types of syllables. Some would use kind of soft la 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 lu la lu. Some would use more hard.
He's scatting fast now.
And other singers would use sounds like. So how do you become better at scatting?
Yeah.
Well, I find that if you listen to more jazz, particularly jazz from the 30s, this will give you kind of licks, instrumental kind of passages. With which to kind of inspire you on the type of scales that are involved in scatting.
Skyrim, that's unrelated to scat. Usually.
Maybe limiting your syllables to just a few choice ones. And then if you keep doing those certain syllables, throw in a few wild cards as well. Another thing that really makes a difference is projection and pronunciation of the syllables, because it's a temptation to mumble the syllables because they're nonsense. What makes it better is to have conviction, to say schwa as opposed to say shaw. Just kind of make sure you feel each thing you say. And that's my introduction to scatting.
Oh, he's dancing as well. Shoo-da-be-bwa-da-ba-da-ba-doo-day. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. This time I'll win you all over with my scat. I'm gonna scat all over you, chat. I didn't even remember that to rhyme. I just did. The Bar Classics. Oh, this is a lot faster because it's playing at 2 times speed. That's good for scat though, because it's got to be high energy. I gotta pronounce it though. Squeep. 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 Squab blah 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 blah. Bill. Beep 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 beep. Automobile. Blah 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 blah. That's why we practice. That was a simple example. Don't worry, the cats aren't in the wood shop, so they won't come in here no matter how many fish I leave on the floor. Okay, let's end with something else. Mayo eggnog. Oh, how to skank. Well, we learned how to scat, so now we can learn how to skank. Let's learn at 2 times speed though, because this is a longer video.
What I want you to do is clean this up right now. I want you to
Hi, Mike Matza here. As you can see right now, ska is just skyrocketing. It actually has its own dance too, known as skanking. Would you like to learn how to skank? Why don't we give it a shot?
Yeah.
When you're skanking, you need to be dressed appropriately. You can't be wearing casual clothes just like this. It doesn't work, and you'll get made fun of at a show. So you need to be dressed appropriately. Let's start with our footwear. Personally, I find that Converse work very well when you're skanking. Not only do you look good in them, and you fit in with the crowd, but you also will not slip when you're skanking, and you have a good grip on the floor.
What was that little thing in the background?
Moving up on the body, skinny jeans are mandatory. Not only do they let you be free and let your legs move wherever they want, but they also make you feel very secure. Also, with skinny jeans, a checkered belt is very good, because it fits in with the ska logo. Moving up to the torso, you need a good band t-shirt. We all know life is good, but it's not that good when you're skanking. Here we have Mustard Plug. They're a good band, and they're good for when you're dancing ska.
It's so close
Then we have a
to
Bob
what
Marley
he's...
shirt. Yeah, he may not be ska, but he's reggae, and everyone loves Bob. And lastly, a good ska shirt, the Toasters. This will be great for when you're skanking around, and you'll be able to make lots of conversation with other fellow skankers. To top it all off, you're going to need a good hat to wear while you're skanking. And voila, a fedora can do it just like that. So let's start skanking. The first step to skanking is bobbing of your arms. So let's look at this. All you're doing is moving your arms up and down. Just try practicing this for you to get the same motion, and we'll move on to the next step. Next, you're going to start kicking your feet while you're bobbing your arms. This is the second step to skanking. After that, though, you're going to start kicking, which is the last step. After this, just give this a couple shots, and then you might be able to be a pro at skanking. Good job.
Oh.
Now that we know how to skank, let's try adding a few modifications to see if we can make any other skanks that will look very good also on the dance floor.
What were the basics
Just try
again?
practicing this for you to get the same motion, and then we'll move on to the next step. Next, you're going to start kicking your feet while you're bobbing your arms.
Okay, we don't have all the time in the world here. And I can't learn all the advanced steps of skanking right away. So let's start with that one. And maybe we'll come back to this after I master basic skanking. We have a skanking emote. That's beautiful. Maybe we'll have to get another one after I do this. Best ska playlist of all time. Oh wait, this is playing at 2 times speed. Okay, well, you know, that's fine actually, because I'm gonna skank my heart out.
Stop your messing around. Better think of your future. Time is straight right out. Creating problems in town. A message for you. Stop your fooling around. Time is straight right out. Better think of your future.
I felt too much. Stop it! I felt too much. I had to stop. It was too it evoked too many emotions in me. I felt like I was back in the well. Stop it! What the fuck? That's all the time we have. That's all the time we have. Nobody ever play ska around me again. It pulls something out of me I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like when it does. Calm down. Jeez. Right, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. You're never too old to learn a new trick. We'll see you soon. Can't find my... I can't find my friggin' sunglasses. 1 second. It's so bright up here. Candles here, everybody.
Is anyone a doctor? Does anyone know about foot pain?
Anybody?
Does anyone want to be my Google wiki doctor?
Oh, thank God I can see again.
I have foot pain. I have bruises on 2 sides of my feet and a weird dent thing on my heel. And my heel hurts. I don't know if they're swelling, but my heel definitely hurts, and it definitely hurts when I walk. There's definitely a pressure.
I think she bruised her heel. But maybe the bone? Can you bruise a bone? Is that a thing?
Try cutting them off.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna tell your foot. So it's the sides of my foot. It's basically like right above my arches, but it's on both sides of my feet. And then it's my heel. Basically, I slipped on a slippery rock and then my foot caught me on a different rock. Like I slipped onto a different rock and that stopped me from slipping even further. And yeah, that's basically what happened.
She banged her foot real hard.
Go to doctor? No!
That's what I keep saying. I say, let's go to the doctor. You and me. I'm DJ Newsick. I love doctors.
But do I have to see a doctor?
Well, it depends how bad it hurts and how long it lasts, or...
Well, the thing is I can walk on it, and when it happened that day, I was limping. The next day, it was hurting, but I didn't want Case's friends to know it was hurting. And then today, I'm not limping. It just hurts, and it just feels like there's pressure. But I'm not limping.
So does it feel better than it did?
If it lasts more than 4 hours for us to go to the doctor, what lasts for more than 4 hours?
Feelings. If you catch feelings that last more than 4 hours?
Where are the foot purrs when we could use them? I thought they would all be in Case's stream.
They're hiding. They only like immaculate feet. They don't like bruised feet.
Take pics and ask for answers. I don't think you eat.
They'd probably tell you.
Was it black and blue on the side? Like, there are like 2 little bruised dots on my foot. And I don't know how they're on both sides. That's a little confusing. Because I slid and hit a rock on this side of my foot, so I'm not really sure why this side is bruised, you know? Like, did I hit myself on the other side?
Ice and Tylenol.
We need foot pics in Discord to diagnose. No!
Okay, there's your answer.
Could be broken. They just cast it, you can get a brace. It doesn't feel broke. I can literally step on it. Like, it doesn't, I don't think it's broken.
It's not swelling, so that's kind of good.
It's not swelling. Yeah, I think they're the same size. I don't know. I don't think one foot is bigger than the other foot currently.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Don't you exterminate? She can't do that, I think.
Foot vampire.
You want to sing a
vampire that is like this instead of like this? It's like this.
You want to sing a song about it? You want to sing a song? You want to sing a song as a foot?
Okay, bye. Thanks, guys.
Oh, she doesn't want to sing as a foot? Well, we'll check in with a foot then later. To see if it has any advice for Kendall. A similar thing, says the Sinister Dev, happened to my wife. She didn't want to go to the hospital right away. She kept walking on it saying it wasn't bad. It looked. After 2 days of stubbornness, I got her to the hospital. Her ankle was fractured straight through. Jeez. Well, good thing I'm a different guy and not her boyfriend, or he'd be worried about that. Woo! All right. Let's see what we got on the news docket for today. In America, we ask chat for medical advice. That's true. Just ask the internet to solve all your problems. It'll at least tell you about problems. Okay, what are we doing? Let's learn about a little bit of news before we talk to a foot. About, I don't know what. There's some big stories out there today, Al. Here's one of them. Turn it up. Turn up the music! Woo! It's time that we celebrate. It's time to celebrate life. If you have any problems out there, whether your foot's broken, alright? Maybe you fell down a well. Maybe the capital of your nation's been essentially put under martial law by a aging sex predator. No matter what, just know it could always be worse. And in a sense, that means that you've always been better. Because love is real, y'all! Traveler says severe diarrhea caused a flight cancellation. We're talking about Megan Renstein swears she's not a monster. She's simply blonde and flies a lot. She single-handedly got a flight of Indianapolis that was canceled. This is cool stuff. If that flight cancellation changed trajectory of your life in a negative way, I'm so sorry. But it wasn't without pain and suffering. Ryan Nurston, a nanny and budding actress, explained that she was traveling from Portugal back to the US for a film premiere when a disturbance deep in her bowels ignited. Something is brewing. Something is happening that I am not prepared to deal with. It was so nasty. Not so little bug of the bell picked up after eating undercooked hamburgers. And the night before her flight, although food poisoning is rarely fatal, according to the Cleveland Clinic, the symptoms of the illness, they include vomiting. They include vomiting. They also include shitting, which she did all over the flight. She shit on that flight. She shit on that flight. She shit all over the whole flight. Yeah. Sometimes that's just life, you know? Woo! Love is love is love, y'all. That's why I do this, to bring you stories like that. But I also do this segment once every couple of months to talk to a thing that pops up. And one of those things that's going to pop up is a foot. So if you have any medical questions for feet, ask the foot, and a foot type beat will propel this foot to answer you through the power of rap. 6'7". Now that's not a foot type beat. We need a feet type beat. Come on, there's got to be a feet type beat, right? No? I'm not sure how this is a foot type beat. Is it even a beat? Nah, that's not gonna work. Melodic type beat. I don't like any of these beats. Okay, this will have to do. This is actually a foot type beat. Don't let anyone else tell you it's not. Let's beat this foot. Yo. Hello. Yo. This is my boy, DeMarco. My name's J Foot. Let's go. Let's get it. 5 toes down, cause I'm just 1 foot if you get it. Woo! Why do you let folks air them out on a good old airplane? Because when you want an airplane, everybody likes to act like the whole air changed. But the fact of the matter is, if you ain't discreet, at the end of the day you still got feet. Whether you got those 5 toes right down, or you're pounding all 10 down straight to Pound Town, you know that you a foot guy. If you alive, if you walk, then you on my side. Because I'm a foot man, and no, I ain't talking that Foot Clan. Why is a foot better than a metric meter? Man, that's easy to feed her. I tell you what's up, and you know what? The king's got a foot and it doesn't suck. The size of the king's foot should be the standard measurement, because the king was heaven sent. I'm talking, he got the gift from God to stand on top of the human pod. He's a fucking king, and here's the thing, his foot side is all the bling. Whatever his toes look like, that makes that measurement so right. Woo! If you get your nails done, is it a pedicure or hairstyling? Baby, I hate to say this shit, but it sounds like you're foot profiling, which actually is good. I love to profile a foot. As long as it's foot, I think that's the shit. Woo! I like all the feet. Baby, you know that I got the feet meat when I'm padding around town on my little biggies. I like to give those piglies a wiggly. I'm 5 toes, that's what's up. I'm also the heel and the pad, bud. Ooh, that's a foot rap. That's a foot rap. Wrap up your foot, man. If they hurt, then wrap up your foot, man. That's a medical advice for your whole damn life. If you wrap up your foot, it might feel real nice. Whether in a shoe or some fucking glue, I'm like a foot dude. I'm a foot dude, bye-bye. Okay, he was a foot. I picked up on that. All right, that's all the time we have for the day. Let's find somebody to raid so we can get out of here. Woo! As usual, I'll tell you that is the stream. And also, as usual, I will say that it was a dream. And if you wonder why the stream was such a damn dream, well, it's because the word dream does rhyme with stream. All right. Let's go and rate us a real nice Gina. You know that I'm feeling so into ya, Miss Gina, darling, and you know that she's on, so we gonna rate her until the setting sun. Alright, that's it. Another session on the road from DJ Music with the lights that are out. We gonna be going all night, but do not pout, cause the stream is done. What the fuck? Ah! Popping around, man. Say hi to Gina for me. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back on Wednesday with more of whatever this is. Woo! Alright, do not feel sad. We bring you lots of news, even when the news is bad. But please do not be sad, boys and girls. It'll be alright, regardless of the state of the world. Woohoo! I'm gonna shout out chat, and if you ask why, I will say, alright, we had a good old bash. Thanks for wishing a great stream there, Giggle Trash. Greg T, you don't make me beg. I'm thanking you as well, just like Fun Old Web. And oh yes, yes, Mr. Smith, the boss, I'ma see you to the mighty Oz. I love the hate, but I feel great. So do not doubt it, Bundle Sprout, we making it great. Oh yeah, Skymer and S1000 and Spore of Fight. Give them an all a good pounding, but that's it. The raid has happened, everybody, so I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out again. We'll see you on Wednesday. The secret stream has to die so that we can live.